Map 3, live, Cypher versus Rapha.
And it looks like Rapha will start out with the Mega, and Cypher hasn't grabbed the red yet, but will take both YAs now, and probably take the red as well, which he will. So Cypher with 3 of the power-ups and Rapha with 1 to start.
This is a map, again, sort of where it can be low fragging for a long period of time whilst one will stack up and pick and choose the fights you want. Rocket to the face, Cypher in a little bit of trouble there, really caught off guard, followed up by another one. That's gotta hurt. Red collected by Cypher to ease the pain and suffering of those 2 rockets.
I mean, that was a direct rocket to the face just as Cypher was strafing by. Cypher, I mean, I didn't see it coming out of anywhere, so I know Cypher didn't either. So now Rapha, with those 2 rockets, has taken back control, even though Cypher has red. Rapha will be in position here, and he will rush Cypher and take him down. And he'll be able to get this next red as a result of that frag.
Crucial play there, crucial frag there from Rapha. He took a little bit of initiative, and it paid off for him as he went aggressive, and Cypher forced onto the defensive. You can see just how defensive he's willing to play it. He waited to hear that armor be collected before he made his move, and now has LG and another armor, and is going to move on from this point. Here comes Rapha's LG, and that's more like it. The American showing us how it's done.
Yes, and Rapha is taking a quick 2-0 lead. Has control of this YA and RA and Mega, so now he has 3 of the 4 power-ups. Rapha is going to be, Cypher is going to have to be the one to sneak around, try to get a few YAs without getting attacked by Rapha, try to get a semi-decent stack, and then do exactly what Rapha did and catch him off guard with a few rockets.
So here we go, 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. We're in a tense little situation for Cypher because he'll be looking at that last map and be very, very disappointed. And he'll think now that he's in danger of losing too much too early in this one. He's going to give him, well, he's already given himself quite some work to get himself back into this game. And the more frags and the more that Rapha just kind of eats away at him at no great pace, but the more he picks up these frags, of course, the harder the task for Cypher.
I mean, Rapha just came back on Cypher, so Cypher knows he can come back on Rapha if he needs to. It is harder on this map, I would say, than CA2. Cypher falling down into the lava, has to rocket jump up, does not have much health left. Is going to be caught off guard here by Rapha. Rapha going to pick up his 4th frag here, go up 4-0, pick up that YA, and have an advantage over that YA. Rapha does not pick up the YA, decides to rush instead. Rapha gets away with 3 health and is going to be able to pick up this Mega and RA. So Cypher there got pretty unlucky, wanted to go for that frag the same way that Rapha did before, but gets a nice rocket shot there, so might be able to come back.
Here we go. Cypher's opportunity is now, as he has got himself his first frag, and he's forced Rapha for the first time in a long time onto his back foot, as Rapha is going to try and push Cypher away with some of those plasma shots. He will now drop down towards the Mega, which has got 10 seconds or so to go, but I doubt Cypher's truly aware of that as the plasma comes in. Again, Cypher picks up some 5s as he now is going to fall to shards as well. He's going to drop down on the Mega, and he's wasted about, spent 15 seconds on, invested 15 seconds on collecting that Mega, but at least now he knows it's time.
I don't think Rapha caught the time of Cypher. Rapha was going over to get that YA at the LG. Oh, ooh, Cypher with 2 nice rockets onto Rapha at that red platform. Doing exactly what Rapha did to him, knocking him down to low health. 50 was already taken at that rocket launcher area, I think. So Rapha will be waiting at this Mega, and he will take it back from Cypher. So Cypher got the last one, had perfect timing, but did not challenge Rapha at all for that Mega.
I'm a little surprised by that myself, but let's have a look at what he's up to, Cypher. He's going to get red, though. Rocket dropped down onto him by Rapha. Takes away 20 points of that red straight away. And we're at the halfway mark. So far, Rapha hasn't broken sweat. He's forced to move a little bit more sprightly at the moment, but he's in good nick. Rocket comes in now. Quick double rocket from Rapha forces Cypher all the way out of the Mega Room, and Rapha wants the frag rather than the Mega, and he'll get it. Then he'll come back. Cypher is not going to be able to get that frag. He wasn't able to move his tally on from 1, and he may, in fact, see his tally drop further behind here as he drops out, and he's shotgunned down. Rapha's gone clay pigeon shooting, and he picks himself up an excellent frag. And Cypher is now in real danger here. It looks like the American is in all of the control.
I mean, Cypher was expecting Rapha to go for that red, and then Rapha just kept standing there, and finally baited Rapha into coming down into attacking him. And he never moved, he never went for that red, and he caught him quite off guard to get that frag.
3 minutes and 50. Rapha in a real position of power here. As Cypher, of course, last year's QuakeCon champion, now finds himself facing the loser bracket plumb in the face.
Only 3.5 minutes left to go. 7 frag lead here for Rapha. I mean, it's not as hard as CTN where you know it's really hard to rack up frags in a row, but this is not nearly as easy as DM6 or T4 where that's able to. So Cypher able to get that mega, but he's going to have to go soon. Rapha knocking him down into the lava, catching him on that red platform, able to take the red and get the frag, make this a 9-1 lead. Only 8 minutes to go, has complete control of the items. This might be it for Cypher. He may have to go into the losers bracket to face against TosspoT.
Does look like that at the moment. The writing may well be on the wall here. And what went wrong for Cypher other than the fact that Rapha got a lot of frags?
I mean, Rapha played Cypher really well. I mean, Cypher had control of those items to begin with. It looked like Rapha got some megas when Cypher even had the time. Cypher wasn't challenging him. Rapha was hitting his rockets directly in the face of Cypher. I think that those first 2 rockets were really key because Cypher had complete control of RA and Mega. Those 2 rockets completely negated all the health and armor advantage that he had to begin with. You know, and it probably threw Cypher a little bit off his game because he didn't know he had control.
11-1. There is a topless man running through with a walkie-talkie.
It's pretty hot.
Whatever floats your boat.
At least I thought so.
I don't even know what he's saying. I don't think I want to. Here we go. 11-1 the score.
Yeah, it is 11-1. Rapha will take this, move on to the grand final, qualify himself in another final. He won the last major Quake 3 tournament of ESWC Greece. And now he will be in the final, and Rapha will be sent down to the losers bracket to face off against Sweden's TosspoT to determine who will be facing off against Rapha in the grand final.
So the placings thus far, top 6 reads Destruct and Sturmy, joint 5th. 4th goes to Dahang. 3rd will go to either of Cypher or TosspoT. And 1st, well, that'll be between Rapha and one lucky European. Now, over in the CTF, we saw that Who Run It got into the final to play EG.
Which everyone wants to see. Everyone did want to see the EG final, which we finally will have as our grand final match.
Now, EG defeated Fnatic. You watched that game. I listened to that game from the other side of the room, where all I could hear was excitement and thrills. Was it as good as it sounded?
Yes, it was definitely as good as it sounded. I mean, Fnatic looked like they're going to take EG's map pick as the first map. They're going to go into CTF2 with a 1-0 lead, a ton of confidence, and